Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. For today's discussion, we will be talking about coastal erosion as a result of rising sea levels. Before moving into our main discussion, let's familiarize ourselves with Papua New Guinea or PNG. PNG is located in the South Pacific region between the Coral Sea and the South Pacific Ocean, and it is located on the eastern half of the island of New Guinea. The island is mostly mountainous with great expanses of tropical rainforest to coastal lowlands and rolling foothills. It is rich in biodiversity with unique species of fauna and flora. According to Mongabay 2006, PNG is home to 1,571 known species of amphibians, birds, mammals, and reptiles, of which 25.6% are endemic and 7% are threatened, and a total of 11,544 species of plants. It is a multi-ethnic nation with an estimated population of 9 million plus people, as stated by the Dev Policy blog by Birkenallen 2021, and is also a multilinguistic with diverse cultures, traditions, and beliefs that together make it beautiful and unique. Climate change has always been an ongoing issue, and it has greatly impacted the lives of many around the globe, including Papua New Guinea. What is coastal erosion? According to Geoscience Australia 2022, coastal erosion or shoreline retreat is the loss of coastal areas due to the process of net removal, sediments, or bedrock from the shoreline. The process of coastline wearing away is very slow and invisible in other areas. It can be rapid and visible, such as the coasts along Madang town area. Coastal erosion is typically caused by the action of waves and currents that may result in mass wasting along the slopes. Along Takuu Market in Madang, the causes of coastal erosion mentioned can evidently be seen. In relation to such an open sea area, waves and currents occur at a greater intensity. This leaves the land vulnerable to rapid erosion episodes. The surrounding island communities who use these routes to travel to and from town with their boats also contribute to these natural changes. For instance, the movement of boats on and off shore can create the action of backwash and swash, which results in wearing away coastlines. It is a slow onset hazard where the changes or impacts take time to be identified. According to COP23 Fiji 2017 to 2018, the annual rise in sea level in Papua New Guinea is approximately 7 millimeters. As a result, creates stress on both the physical coastline and the coastal ecosystem. High concentration of water from both heavy rainfall and sea level rising. And as the sea level rises, waves are bound to enter the shores flowing inland. Thus, it leaves the soil to become saturated and infertile. According to the University of Hawaii 2022, it is stated that areas with high rainfall typically have highly weathering soils. Since soils varies in degree of weathering, it is expected that soil is affected by the amount of water. A possible way of addressing this issue of coastal erosion is through the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or UN SDG. According to the United Nations website, the UN SDGs are the blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. They address the global changes that are faced, including poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, peace and justice, and others. To address this issue in particular, SDG 13 Climate Action will foster taking actions towards resolving the issue. The SDG 13 Climate Action aims to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts, and coastal erosion is one of the climate issues that we will be addressing under these SDGs. In SDG 13, Target 13.1, to strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity to climate change related hazards and natural disasters in all countries. This means increasing global adaptability and resilience to climate related risks and natural disasters. The rise in sea levels and impacts of coastal erosion can be managed by the implementation of environmentally friendly practices such as planting mangroves along the shore. This will act as a boundary or a wall that protects most of the coastal landforms from weathering away. According to a survey that was carried out on the importance of protection against coastal hazards, there were initiatives carried out in helping coastal communities to overcome environmental degradation or coastal erosion, and also projects were initiated between the communities and local government. There were similar projects in Munoz and New Ireland have been proven that planting mangroves is the instrumental approach in addressing coastal erosion, which is an immediate and significant threat to all coastal communities. In summary, coastal erosion is one of the resultant factors of climate and rise in sea levels. The causes and impacts of coastal erosion can be evidently seen and experienced in coastal areas, and it is one of the many impacts of climate change that can affect both living things and non-living things. So the goals 13 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and its targets focus on addressing this issue. And in order to achieve those goals and to prevent the decline of socioeconomic activities, it is important to use sustainable methods in dealing with our natural environment. After all, sustainable ways are the best approach towards a promising future for us and our future generations. Before we end our discussion, here are two main ways to help mitigate coastal erosion. We recommend that the coastal communities come up with initiatives like building stone walls along the seashore to prevent waves and currents of higher forces from entering the land area, omit banning of plastic bags and other materials that would contribute to the greenhouse gas emission. That is all for today's discussion, and thank you for watching.